Howdy, this is Ranger, and you're watching Ranger Road Trip Part 6. Today I'm at Knoebels in Ellisburg, Pennsylvania. This is an old school park, and I'm more of a new school kind of coaster fanatic, so I feel a little bit like Michael Moore at a Weight Watchers convention here. But we'll be going over some of the major rides as well as seeing some other things that I find interesting. Starting off on the Sky Ride, Knoebels is a small amusement park in the middle of nowhere, but it definitely has a large fan base, as both parking and admission are both free. The rides typically are bought one per ticket. You can also buy all-day wristbands. The most expensive rides are $3, so you can have a good day here without spending too much money. Also, food is cheap here compared to most other amusement parks you'll go to. Here we have Impulse. It's the 2015 roller coaster made by Zierer. It's a 98-foot tall, 8-person steel roller coaster. It's about what I was expecting. It's somewhat smooth. It's got a little bit of a rattle to it. Not that that's totally a bad thing, but it's not as smooth as, say, the Eurofighter roller coasters that we see other places. The quality of your ride depends directly on how able you are to keep the restraint off your legs. It tightens up a lot in these helixes, and it just bears down on your legs if you can't keep control of it. So for that reason, I'd say it's not my favorite roller coaster of this type, but it's definitely a fun ride. There's some good variety and some good power. Here we have the Looper ride. This says it's the only one in the United States. Certainly the only one I've ever seen. Got these carts spinning around in a circle, and then they're also spinning all the way upside down. I will definitely not be riding this, as it will no doubt make me sick. But if you've ridden this, please leave your review in the comments. Here we have the Flying Turns bobsled roller coaster. This ride is probably better known for its inability to open on time than anything else. There's 3 categories of a project being late. There's a little bit late, really late, and Disney parking garage late. This ride definitely falls into the last category, as it opened 7 years after construction began. Flying Turns definitely impressed me. I believe I've ridden all the bobsled coasters in the United States now, and this is definitely the best of all of those. It's really smooth. It feels what kind of like I would imagine riding an actual bobsled was like, although not nearly as fast. A lot of the other ones throw you around and rattle you quite a bit, but this one was very smooth. I liked it a lot. For Knoebels, they have this legendary Carousel, where they have this contraption with brass rings, and if you catch one, then you can get a free ride. They're pretty easy to catch. I can't imagine going around here not being able to catch one every single time you go around. Here we have the Stratosphere drop tower. This is a smaller drop tower. You only find these types at smaller amusement parks. It's maybe 120 feet tall, but these are scarier than any S&S drop tower I've ever been on. And the reason is you look up and you can't see the top of the tower. That little logo up here is blocking your view of the top of the tower. And then it doesn't stop when it gets to the top. It just keeps going, and then all of a sudden it drops without stopping at the top. And then you fall all the way to the bottom. You're not caught halfway down like the S&S rides. So these are smaller, but they definitely pack a serious punch. I said earlier I'm not really a Knoebels guy, and this is one main reason. The Midways on a lot of parts here are just made of gravel, and it just feels more like a summer camp than it does an amusement park to me. Here we have Twister. This is a legendary wooden roller coaster. This was moved over here from Elix Gardens in Denver, Colorado after that park closed. This is a big, powerful wooden roller coaster with a lot of different kinds of elements. It's very fast, and it maintains its speed all the way through the brake run. It's definitely a great ride, and it's my favorite ride here at Knoebels. Here we have Phoenix. Phoenix is the Kim Kardashian of wooden roller coasters. A lot of people find it sexy, but I just can't figure out how it's famous. Now there's some good things about it. It's got good airtime. There's a tunnel that it starts off with. It's pretty smooth, but it is a short ride. It is a slow ride. And it's not one that should be ranked in the top 5, top 10 in my opinion. Unfortunately, it's closed today. I did want to ride it, and I'm not going to get to do that today, so I am legitimately sad about that, but it is what it is. Finishing out the day at Knoebels with the Power Surge and the Ferris wheel. This is a park that has a lot of hidden gems. I don't know what any of those are, so feel free to share your favorite little Knoebels gem with us in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. This is Ranger. I'll see you next time.